Are y'all tuning in? I want to touch on this Fury and Wilder thing. Y'all already know that I talked about how sports pretty much it's set up, all right, to set up souls, to set y'all up. Do you feel my signals? So this goes back into where individuals connected the so-called numbers, the shape-shifting numbers, connected that to y'all's DNA. It goes back to the biblical characters. The biblical characters and the shape-shifting numbers and letters pretty much latched onto your souls. All right, and created scripts. Do you feel my signals? Through the alpha, beta, alphabets, shape-shifting numbers, basically created that and connected that with your souls to other timelines. So your soul is pretty much, it's in a loop. Now I'm about to take it to many levels, all right? The numbers, the letters, pretty much it's already in your DNA whenever you come out to the portal and you enter the physical realm. Now, there's other worlds, there's other low vibration worlds that's connected. And I touched on that, but I'm going to take it to many levels so y'all can understand what I'm saying. Pretty much, there's the movies, comedy, music. Individuals understand the code. They use voices in a broadcast so y'all can understand. That goes back to the clone voices. All right, so you all can be on a certain program, and that's other individuals in other planets, so-called countries and stuff, so individuals can be on a broadcast, casting spells to your souls. Do you feel my signals? All right, broadcast. Some say broadcast. I call it broadcast because you connect it to the square. Individuals connected to the triangle, circle. Y'all get what I'm saying. You have certain bloodlines. Certain bloodlines pretty much, they're in control of the square, the triangles, and the circle. All right. And that's connected to low vibration worlds. All right. And that goes back to where I said, y'all think it's 2020, but it's really 8. All right. It's really 8. Okay. And that 8 is connected to 8 different worlds. Do y'all feel my signals? As far as what's connected to the so-called Earth. Do y'all feel my signals? It's pretty much like the illusion basically got relatives, the illusion. Certain bloodlines merge with certain souls. And that's probably going to go over some heads. But it's like, the number 8. All right. And whenever the movies and the so-called books of spells and certain things that's distracting your soul, because a lot of, well, most of y'all, pretty much you're connected to certain things. All right. Like, for example, if you merge with the created characters that's in the illusion, you merge with that, you become that character. You actually given that made up character life, if you really look at it. And some of y'all latch on to certain shadows that's connected to certain timelines, certain characters. Like I said, it goes back to, it could go way back to the 1920s. There are certain timelines still exist, and certain so-called planets taking some of y'all souls and shifting it into low vibration timelines with basically the same program, but it's a little different. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? It's a little different, but it's the same thing. Just like, for example, like the Jordans. The Jordans pretty much same color, but different concept. That's what's going on in certain timelines. All right. So, pretty much the third Wilder and fairy tales, DuckTales, whatever you want to call it. The Tyson Fury and Wilder. That fight was pretty much set up, and I basically understand the subliminals behind it. Now, I touched on certain things so y'all can understand and feel me when I break this down. Well, take it off of this world. All right. Of course, I already know the fight was. Like I said, I already tell y'all who's going to win, and I'm on point. Just like the Super Bowl and all of that extra stuff. I pretty much, y'all know that. I even threw subliminals. I don't be all like the fake truthers giving y'all certain numbers because they don't even break down the numbers. Because they want to throw y'all off and keep y'all on something just in case if some of y'all gamble. They'll tell you such and such pretty much going to win, but the individuals, they don't win. Now, see, I give subliminals and actually tell y'all who's going to win. I put it out there. I say it. There you go. But the fake truthers, of course, they're going to say, individuals act like it's just the Masons out there. It's more than Masons out there, all right? Individuals want y'all to stay stuck just saying, oh, it's the Masons, the Freemasons. It's other groups out there that's deeper than the so-called Masons, the Moors, the Shriners, the Christians, the Muslims. I could go on. I could go on. There's so many out there, but it's other groups that's not even connected to this system. But I ain't going to get deep into that. That's another video. But anywho, the fight was pretty much, how could I put this? The fight was set up to the 7th round. That's to shift certain souls back. All right, shift certain souls back to control certain souls. Now, of course, it's red where this so-called planet, it's red. And you got other certain worlds that's connected to the this illusion using certain colors, certain colors, color codes. That's like, connected to the broadcast, y'all call it, but I'm going to say broadcast. All you see is red, red, red. All I see is red, red, red. All right. If you look at how Wilder came out, it was pretty much like the way the gimmick and stuff was set up. It looked almost like the Terminator if you really look at it. I already knew certain, and of course, the red was in the mask or whatever. Individuals already put out certain scripts, how they're going to play out certain things with numbers and alphabets. All right. But I'm going to get back to the subliminals on the mask. Wilder's mask. It was basically talking about certain kings getting destroyed. Certain kings pretty much that was controlling certain so-called planets, like I said, certain so-called planets connected to certain shape-shifting numbers. Certain numbers got pretty much hacked, okay? But anywho, pretty much certain individuals pretty much getting replaced. So when individual got knocked out, individuals taking over certain planets. So individuals create certain scripts through comedy, through sports, and individuals are saying that, of course, they want the clone-minded Muppets, and some of y'all saying the dude Tyson Fury pretty much saying he's a reptilian. And that individual, like I said, the so-called frog people, they're pretty much already, they're so-called, they got invaded. And I'm not getting ready to get deep into that. But because he was licking, when he was licking basically, oh boy, which, that's disrespectful, and I don't, of course it's set up, but the individuals was pretty much disrespecting other planets. And individuals are actually watching that. See, there's other planets in your stand, because there are certain planets that's ahead of this planet. And there's another planet, the list goes on. Certain planets are pretty much related, so they have to have certain bloodlines to be in control that's not connected to our bloodlines, because we're pretty much from somewhere else. Like I said, we're pretty much in the middle, but whenever it comes to the physical body, pretty much it's unique, and individuals pretty much studied that. Do you feel my signals? Now, I know I'm flying all over the place, but I know y'all feel my signals. So, pretty much, individuals, they're talking about putting a virus in certain souls so y'all can't connect to certain things. That's where you get that corona mess. Although that stage, everybody, oh, it's man-made, this and that. Individuals are talking in codes, talking about giving you a virus to your souls. So you can't pick up on certain things from other timelines that can help you advance. Do you feel my signals? So whenever you see individuals talk about recycled mess, talking about, oh, it's man-made and this and that, that's a bunch of crap. That stuff, that individuals are talking in code, subliminals, and I totally get that. And in that boxing match, basically, that's what they was putting out there, and I already talked about this stuff way before the boxing match and all of that, the sports and all of that stuff. I break it down and put y'all on to the subliminals and stuff, because you got these fake truthers out here and the so-called individuals that's connected to astrology. You know, you have individuals that's connected to like the astrology, and they want to break down certain numbers. They're not breaking it down, you know, and that goes back to where I said individuals got the fake truthers out there using unknown words that y'all call big words, basically casting spells. And y'all like how the individuals sound, you know, and the unknown words, I don't use unknown words. I know what they so-called, I know what the codes and programs are behind that. I understand that. But, you know, like I said, there's no such thing as definition. Do y'all feel my signals? But anywho, you know, you have individuals saying, if you go right now and type in Tyson Fury hoax or whatever and stuff like that, you're going to have individuals using the same recycled mess. He's a reptilian. Tyson Fury's a reptilian. Oh, it's Black History Month. They did this on Black History. I also want to throw this in there. The fight pretty much, it was after midnight. So technically it was the 23rd. The fight started like, you know, over where I'm at, because you got certain time zones. Certain countries 3 hours behind or 3 hours ahead. Do y'all feel my signals? Or 2 hours, 1 hour. So-called daylight savings. I need to do a video on that. But anywho, you have certain individuals, the fake truthers, said, oh, well, it happened on the 22nd. No, technically on the 23rd. Individuals pretty much doing rituals. Whenever you see individuals sticking out their tongue, that goes back to the silly Miley Cyrus. And now y'all individuals, whenever y'all do your silly post pictures, some of y'all doing the rituals that celebrities put out there, because y'all was sticking out y'all's tongue, winking y'all's eye, doing the same thing that you seen other individuals. Y'all seen them doing that. So whenever old boy was doing that in a way, it was doing rituals and being disrespectful to other planets, because individuals pretty much letting them know, like, hey, we're going to come and take over we're going to take over. And we're going to use the earthling souls to do it. Do y'all feel my signals? Come on, let's be serious. I mean, these individuals pretty much using y'all. All right? So you have celebrities still doing certain rituals, just like what's his name? What's his name? Anthony Joshua. That setup fight. He took a knee, just like the Colin Kaepernick. These athletes and celebrities and politicians. Individuals need y'all to do the rituals, because they're not bringing in enough souls. So when they basically get y'all, that's feeding other timelines. That's putting certain souls back so certain individuals can get ahead and take over certain things. Do y'all feel my signals? So some of y'all want to talk about certain society groups and certain groups and stuff. Y'all connected to it. Religion. I can go on. Religion, politicians, Bloods and Crips. Y'all connected to these gangs. So y'all part of the society groups. Your soul, that's connected to the society groups because you connect to the names and titles and the rituals. Just like I said, some of y'all look like these cartoon characters and Fraggle Rock. Y'all on that frequency, Miss Piggy frequency. Individuals have y'all dyeing your hair, got y'all looking like the Jokers, and so y'all can build up the certain characters that's connected to the society groups. You know, most of y'all don't know when you dye your hair blonde, you're casting spells on one of your loved ones because you don't know the meaning behind that. You don't know the meaning behind that. And the pink hair, okay, for example, I mean, y'all have seen a bunch of, I didn't post it where individuals been doing this for decades with the blonde hair. Okay, you got celebrities dyeing that hair. Individuals pretty much sacrificing certain things, and it's a ritual. Now the pink hair, you got, what's that Muppet Justin Bieber, Leave It to Beaver. Y'all get what I'm saying. Pretty much, pretty much, y'all seen his hair. His hair was dyed, so he did some corny video. Individuals, pretty much, I seen this crap online on the Illusion timeline. He pretty much dyed his hair pink, and basically, pink is the woman, the creator, the woman. The pink is their vagina. So certain individuals still in magic from the womb, like I said, and that's what the pink mean. And y'all y'all dyeing your hair pink. Y'all doing these rituals. Y'all do whatever y'all see the invisible characters do. That's latched onto the holograms, pretty much. Y'all pretty much the invisible characters that's latched onto the shadows, and then it latch on to y'all soul. Then y'all do these rituals that's connected to other timelines, and you don't know you're messing up your DNA in a certain generation that's connected to your soul. You don't know, y'all don't know that y'all messing up certain things. There are certain worlds got destroyed just because of y'all, some of y'all, and y'all don't even know that. Certain so-called planets got wiped out and individuals took over. Just to put that out there. But I had to touch on that so y'all could feel my signals. Unlock your souls.